Hello, all. Welcome to Hawk on Tap Podcast, episode 236, Stormy Weather. I'm your host, Bill Dean. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Schwim, Shorts Guy. Steven is once again on sabbatical. You can find us on Primetime Network, courtesy of Mr. Sam Wu, and we are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple and Google Podcasts, Twitter, iHeartRadio, Spotify. I went over that all different kinds of ways than normal.
Sure
Facebook. Yeah, please give us a 5-star review if you'd be ever so kind. Boys, what are we drinking?
You want me to go first?
I'll start.
It's always
I'll
one
be
of you
quick.
two.
I'll be quick. It's still yellow flashing lights in my Simpsons Christmas glass. But I feel like I'm coming to the end. And I feel like I'm taking a big risk today by wearing this white Colorado Rockies jersey too. So, yeah, that's what I'm drinking. Hopefully I'm at the end. One keg down. Just got to finish this one and I can get two new ones.
What are you planning on getting for the two new ones?
I'm planning on getting Mudhen 1883 IPA and a keg of Cold Crash from Pennings.
Oh, no. Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. I think you said that,
Ooh,
yeah.
yes.
That'll be good.
That's my opening of summer pairing that I like to get. So
Nice.
just got to get there first, and then hopefully by time I get those two kegs, I can have you all up to open up the new bar.
Hells yeah.
I love it.
Hells yeah.
We also need to open up the Shore House.
Hey,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
trying to
I
make a
know.
weekend of it.
It's just that if it's the 30th, I will never again have a wife and a relationship with her. So not the 30th of May, please.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah,
talk.
maybe
We'll talk
Maybe a little
offline.
later.
Yeah,
Figure it
we'll
out.
chat. You'll chat.
Yeah,
Shorts,
we'll chat.
Schwim, what are you
I'm
drinking?
drinking
Schmuck.
from that variety pack still. This one is the
Nice.
Koosh.
Cool.
You can guess it that it's
Very
a
nice.
Kolsch. Only like
And here we
4.5%,
go.
4.6%. So,
Uh-oh.
somebody's here.
I hear
somebody in
visitors.
the background.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's Miss
that's lovely.
Sarah. That's
Sarah
student of the
Eric,
month.
yep.
Sarah Dean, student of the month.
Yep.
Oh, and then there's
I'm on a
Anguirus.
podcast.
There's Eric. At the Dean's house.
Come on, Papa Bear. What do you
Yeah,
got?
there's no such thing. I have mom water in salute to the moms from this past weekend.
Nice.
Okay.
Someone left this at my house.
Nice.
I have no idea, but it's a non-carbonated drink.
It
It
Karen
is.
on it.
Yeah, it says Karen on it. It is
That's
zero
pretty
sugars,
That's awesome.
zero carbs, zero artificial flavors, zero sweeteners, zero carbonation.
liquid.
It's just air.
Bold,
and Karen.
daring,
Anything good.
bold, daring, unique. It's Karen, a grain neutral spirits with
Uh,
natural flavor, lemon
Wow.
blueberry.
Karen is not bold, nor is Karen daring, nor
No.
is Karen
go
unique.
to sleep. Yeah,
Yeah, go to sleep.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
It's
go
gonna
to
be an
sleep.
annoying beer.
yeah.
It
It is.
could be,
It's probably
yeah.
very annoying.
Yeah, I
so
feel
let's
like
get
there's
to
going
what's
to
on
be nothing but vitamin R.
Yeah,
Plenty
yeah.
of vitamin R.
Let's get to what's on tap for today's episode. Here's a weekly snapshot. Yeah. So, quack, quack, quack,
Ugh.
quack, quack. The Ducks 2-2 tie the series.
Who
Go.
cares?
Tie the series against Vegas Golden Knights. I know you don't like the series, but
I don't like this.
it's at
series
least
one bit.
exciting. Well, so I guess I can like the Ducks because I want their players to be successful. Obviously the coach is a complete bag of dicks, and
The problem
we
is,
hate his
if the
guts.
players are successful, so is he, and then he
Yeah,
just
but
kind of
do
gets
you
by everything.
But can you blame the players for the organization's hiring? While on the other hand, for the Vegas Golden Knights, they're teammates with a guy, Carter Hart, who is
Mhm.
once again another bag of dicks, and
Yeah.
they are actively they could say, hey, we don't want to play with this guy. The kids, maybe the players could say, hey, I don't want to be this
They
guy's
could, yeah, they could do the same thing.
players. They
You
could
can do
yeah,
the same
so-
thing. Yeah. Say they
Yep.
don't want.
Listen, both
as the
teams
coach.
suck. Both teams suck, but I do like the younger kids on Anaheim better, and that's really it.
And I
So-
would love to love Anaheim, but I just can't. I don't want to see
Oh, mom water's
Quenville.
horrible.
Oh, of course. It's named after Karen. I told you, Karen is neither unique nor
There's
any of that crap.
there's zero flavor, but there's also not bubbles, but it tastes like it should be bubbly. This is horrible.
You know what? I'll bet you it's
Never
full of
got this in my
potassium
house.
benzoate.
That's bad.
It is
It
bad.
says water,
Yeah,
vodka, natural lemon, blueberry flavors, and citric acid.
But how do you
know
how do you
what?
know if that beer is cold enough? There's no way to
Yeah,
tell.
there's
I don't know.
there's no mountains
You
on
know
it.
what? I'd
Hey, look,
rather,
I'm wearing a
I'd rather
jersey
be
with a
drinking
Blue Mountain
Coors
on
Light
it,
right
Shrimp.
now.
There you go. Sponsored.
Look at that.
Coors Light sponsored that jersey.
Yeah.
I'd rather be drinking a Coors right now. That's that bad.
Ugh.
Let's
That's
put it
really
this way.
bad. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Short Sky froze.
Yes, he did.
I
There.
here I'm
he's
back. I'm
kinda
back.
Oh, okay, he's back.
I would rather shotgun a 6-pack of that Karen than have if both Vegas and Anaheim could be bounced from the playoffs in the same time.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we would rather do that. Yeah, correct.
Well, you'll get half of that wish.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Unfortunately.
Whoever, I don't care. Whoever wins this current series that's on right now, that's who I want to win the next round.
completely agree.
Yeah.
Partially and mostly because I think Colorado or Minnesota are the two best teams in hockey left, and they can
Yeah.
beat Carolina, which I don't want to win the cup. So
You know what though? I gotta
I
say,
wouldn't mind
Carolina is looking so freaking
Ooh.
good. And
Yeah.
as much as I don't really like to see teams sweep because I feel like they wind up getting they can get sucked into a lull. I think Carolina is that team that needs to sweep because that style of play is so relentless that they need the break. That team absolutely
Yeah.
needs the break.
They're gonna be off for at least a week.
at least a
yeah.
week.
Probably
that's
more.
not good.
Yeah.
I don't think
Mhm.
that's a good thing.
No, but again, they are the one team that I think can have a week off and be okay. Because seriously, are you ever going to take a shift off knowing that Rod Brindamore, who looks like he's going to kill you to begin with on a regular day, could potentially kill you by taking off one shift? I don't think
Yeah.
so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I mean, listen, I think that team, the way they play, is a bummer. I mean, in the playoffs they looked a little better, but they've also played two not great teams in Ottawa and Philly, right? I respect what they do. They play the shitty trap that the Devils used to play, and it's a way to win a hockey. It wins hockey games, right? It does. It just that's how you win hockey
Yeah,
games.
they're letting up 2 goals or less every game.
Yeah, but it's not fun to watch. It really is not. And they don't have a superstar. I think Sebastian Aho is a very dirty, player that doesn't get called out on it too much. And I love Seth Jarvis. He's a lot of fun to watch. And obviously you have Jackson Blake. He's a good, exciting young player. But that team just does nothing for me. And their goaltending stinks. I think Boosie and Anderson are, obviously products of the team that plays in front of them.
Mhm.
I like Keandre Miller, but it just, I don't want that team to do well. But on the same token, I don't want Montreal either. So I'm really hoping
No, I
Buffalo
definitely don't want Montreal.
I was
Yeah,
going to
hopefully
say
Buffalo can do
we're not
something.
counting Buffalo out
don't.
yet because
No.
that's the one series I've been wanting just because of the home crowds. I've been wanting to catch the beginnings of all those games, and that's the one series that I can never get to the TV in time for the beginning of those games. Because say what you want about Montreal, their atmosphere there is incredible, and
Mhm.
Buffalo is just Buffalo. You got frickin' Gronkowski at the Sabres games calling out frickin' Biz for matching with high school friends. If that happened, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
He could have just been pulling some shit out of his ass. But if that's the case, just calling him out like that live on TV, I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
Biz needs to be called out
good
more.
stuff. He does. I love Biz though. I really do because he just says whatever.
It's funny
and
when
he
like
causes
people give him.
ruckuses.
It's funny when people give him shit, or like when he gives people shit and they give it right back to him. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that whole podcast is good for that whole thing.
What I like about him is, he was a player for a short period of time. He can analyze the game really well. I mean, he had a lot of time watching from the bench.
He did.
But
yeah.
At the same time, he is equal parts an analyst as he is a diehard fan.
Yeah.
And you watch, like last year during the playoffs, he just looked miserable when the Leafs lost. And I really like that he shows his love for his team, whereas a lot of other guys won't do that. I mean, PK Subban does that, not nearly as much as Biz, but I do like that whole. He at heart, he's still a fan and a diehard fan at that. And I like that because it makes it feel like one of us. Like if one of us was on there giving some analysis and then like being really mad like that our team lost.
Yeah,
like
100% agree to you. Yeah,
it's a really cool thing. It's like I would like what would be great to watch a Toronto Tampa game with Biz and Schwim, and both of their teams are doing.
Oh my god, I'd be
nothing
screaming
right.
at him.
Biz and Schwim
both
with
together, and
with
neither
the radio
of their teams are doing
play-by-play
well.
of Tampa
With Espo in the background.
Espo and what's his name?
Oh my god, no one
Which
would
is
want to
stupid.
watch that. It would be the
Play-by-play
lowest rated
guy.
game in the history of games.
Yeah, well, I would love it. Diehard hockey fans would want to see that.
I don't know.
I would want to see that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, maybe just like a handful of people. That's it.
You know what? Schwim will invite him to your house. Let's.
Oh, yeah,
you know what?
great idea.
Hey, Dean, I think you should get out there
I'll host.
onto the internet. I think you should get out there onto the internet and throw that invite out there to see if he'll do it.
I'll try.
I mean, I also I do have a friend that works for TNT, so I could potentially try that angle too.
I like it. Let's do it. Let's make this happen. I think this would
I'll
be
just trash
great
Biz.
for the.
I'm gonna just trash Biz and my team the entire time. Actually, I might end up trashing my team more than him. I think.
Oh,
I think
we got to make this happen.
Great. Yeah,
we got to make it happen.
Yeah, but so obviously a couple great series in those two already, but then you have the Minnesota and Colorado, where Colorado's up 2-1. Minnesota came back, won Game 3. Looked really good doing it too. And you had Wallstedt come back and play a really good game after a couple of shaky ones. Thinking that they might go exclusive. Excuse me. Yeah, really. I think that this is whoever wins this series kills whoever's in the Pacific. And I really do think that they're the best teams, and I think that they win the cup. It's really that, which I don't want Minnesota to win the cup because I want Billy Guerin to shell out anything and everything for Vincent Trocheck, but that's just
he would probably still do it no matter what. So
he might, yeah. He is that crazy.
He's the riverboat gambler type.
He is.
Yeah.
I saw the Islanders are going to donate $150,000 to create a child support center in honor of Matthew Schaefer's late mother, Jennifer, which is really cool. They always seem to do pretty well with that. It's new at the New Hyde Park Zuckerberg Cancer Hospital. So that was one thing I wanted to throw out there. Obviously, Islanders doing a pretty good job with that one.
I'll give them props.
Admirable.
For that. I don't like them. Yeah. I don't like them for anything else, but I'll give them props for that.
Yeah, I figured a quick little shout out. But what have you guys liked besides? Obviously, we talked about Avs and hating the Ducks Knights series, but anything else you guys have kind of enjoyed? Obviously, Carolina sweeping. They're up. They're won 8 straight. They're the fifth team in history to win their first 8 games in a series. The previous 4 were all in 5-game series, not 7-game series.
Yeah, so they're the first team in the
modern
modern 7-game series to ever win 8 straight. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And only one has not won the cup before. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Let's hope they're the one. What have you guys liked?
Overall, I've just loved the hockey throughout the first round and a half that we've seen so far. I think the 2 weeks of the first round are my favorite 2 weeks in the season. because there's so much hockey on.
Yeah.
And
there's like
it's
way less.
really
And it's not as
now it's like tonight we have one game, which is a bummer. And then when you get to the conference finals, you're down to one game again. It's so we'll see. But that's what I've really enjoyed is just all the hockey because it's always it's been good. I've loved seeing the atmosphere in Utah has been fantastic for the playoffs, and I hope that they do well again. And it's been good to see Scott Wedgwood do well. Sans the last game where he got pulled, which I really don't think a lot of those goals weren't really his fault. But it's been good to see him have success in the playoffs too. So that's what I've liked.
Trim?
I mean, I hope they don't. When there's, when we're down to the Eastern Conference Final, is there going to be days where there's no games because they're going to have like a 2-day gap in between? Or are they going to try to go every other day?
Yeah, I hope not too.
I
guess it is possible. I guess. Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah.
But the first round was pretty awesome. This round is okay, I guess. I mean, like the Carolina series, I thought that was inevitable. I didn't know if I predicted that they would have back-to-back sweeps, but that was pretty cool to see, I guess. I feel like the Tampa Montreal series was way better than how this Montreal Buffalo series is shaping out to be right now. But I don't know. I think if Tampa could have maybe won that game, I think a better series would have been Tampa Buffalo because they had that whole rivalry at the end of the year. They had that big game where there's a million penalty minutes. And then they had that.
But you guys blew that, so thanks, Schwinn.
Yeah, definitely blew it. Game 7, absolutely blew it. Only scored one friggin' goal. But I don't want to talk about them anymore.
It's all your fault.
I hate them. It is my fault. I didn't yell hard enough at the TV for them to hear me.
Yep.
Exactly. You didn't complain about the face-offs lost enough.
Yeah. My God. I think that was every day I complained about that.
Oh, it was every day.
Yes, it absolutely was. But this round, I don't think I've watched too much of I've only watched a little bit of the Buffalo Montreal series. It's been all right. I think I've mostly watched this Minnesota Colorado series. I've barely watched the other one because it's usually on way too late. The Vegas Anaheim one. So I've only been catching like stuff here and there, but I think I've mostly been watching this one. I only watched a very little bit of Carolina Philly just because 1, I had no interest in watching it, and 2, I knew what was going to happen. And again, not necessarily sweep, but I knew, Carolina was going to take care of them with relative ease. But there's a goal, 1-0 Minnesota.
Yep.
Nice. I like Minnesota. I wouldn't mind seeing them go, but I don't know. It's going to be tough to beat Colorado in
a 7-game series
or whatever, in a 7-game series. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they can go back to Colorado all squared up. It becomes a best of 3.
Yeah, it could be. Exactly. And you know what? And
then also one more thing. If they do the same thing like they did last game and this game on the new goalie, because they have Blackwood in now, does Colorado go back then to they're going back and forth?
Yeah, you have to.
It's going to be, I don't know. You're not going to get consistency, I don't think, with your team. So that could work against them. That looked like it deflected.
But I do believe I do believe that they won the Jennings, and I do believe they had a pretty even split of games throughout the season, if I'm not mistaken, where it was at least a 60-40 split. So they're used to playing in front of either one.
I think it was.
I don't know.
Towards the end, though, they were giving the majority of the games to
they're riding Wedgwood.
What's his face? Wedgwood, yeah.
Wedgwood. But still, it's not like they haven't seen, or played in front of Mac Black before, and he's a good goalie. So I don't know. It's you have a valid argument there, but I feel like Colorado is one of those teams that it really doesn't matter who's in net. Like I could be in net, and we'd be this far into the playoffs.
Except for Georgiev.
Yeah, except for Georgiev. Yeah, not Georgiev.
Schwinn,
I'm gonna put this out there. Even Mike Smith would look successful.
Whoa.
That's blasphemy.
That is
even Mike Smith.
That is bold.
Would look successful.
That is bold.
I am a bold person.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Bold move, Cotton.
Bold move. Tampa Bay legend Mike Smith.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then obviously we just touch base on the Sabres Canadian series. Obviously, Game 3 just kind of happens. Montreal won 5-1. You had Tage Thompson said that the emotions got the best of them. They had kind of a little bit of a brawl after the running of the goaltender Dobish. I still think this is going to be a pretty good series. I can't see Montreal winning 2 more and then just kind of taking them in a 5-1. I think it's a 7-game series that is going to be, back and forth. These two teams are well matched. They have different strengths. And did you guys see the photo I sent of the 7'9" center from Florida, college basketball forward, next to Cole Hudson?
Lane Hudson.
Luke Hudson. Lane Hudson. Thank you.
Lane.
Lane Hudson. Yeah.
Lane is
that's
5'11", and this guy's 7'9", and
he looks like he's first of all, Lane Hudson looks like he's 11 anyways. Like
anyway,
but like now next to this guy, he looks, looks like it's his little baby brother or something. It's crazy. How
it is very
dwarfed
good
by this dude.
All right, let's get some stats in here. Through 10 games.
Hold on. Before you get the stats, hey Schwim.
Yes.
Time for chili.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
I knew you were going to do
You're
that.
welcome. Okay, stats.
It's in my contract.
It is. Yes. At least 3 a night.
Mitch Marner leading the playoffs in points, 16, and it is a fantastic thing that he is doing that.
Loving that.
Yep. A year after leaving the Toronto Maple Leafs. 6 goals, 10 assists. He has looked really good. He had a hat trick 2 games ago. Kaprizov in second with 14, and then you have Jack Eichel third with 13. Also tied with Quinn Hughes for 13. You have Matt Boldy leading in goals at 7, then followed by Marner, and obviously the 12 assists for Eichel is the leader.
Brandon Hagel's still in second place in goals.
Yeah, he is. He is at 6.
What could have been?
Stank. I forgot Stank is also there. So is Brett Howden. Goddamn Brett Howden.
That's crazy. I saw that the other night. Mike, how the frig does he have that many goals?
He's on a line with Mitch Marner and I forgot who the other one is. It Dorofeyev?
Benefiting. Maybe.
Yeah,
I thought
doing
they moved.
awesome. Yeah.
I thought. Oh no, wait. Because Stone was out last game. They moved Dorofeyev
Stone's out.
to the top line.
Yeah.
But
he was with Marner and somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. Plus minus Brock Favorite 12, and then the minus leader, and probably going to stay there for the remainder of the playoffs. Mir Heiskanen minus 9. So a 21-point gap difference. Time on ice leaders: Thomas Chabot, Quinn Hughes up there at the top. Game-winning goals in the playoffs: Marner with 2, and some pretty good stuff there. Goaltending: obviously Freddie Anderson has 8 wins, which leads all. Followed by Wedgwood, Carter Hart, and Dobish with 6 each. Dobish. My kids are still up running around down here. It's just ridiculous. Did you see the PWHL postpone Game 5 of the Minnesota-Montreal game for illness concerns? The league announced Game 5 between Minnesota Frost and Montreal Victory would not take place in Laval as planned because of player safety concerns related to an illness. 2 people with knowledge of the situation told the AP that the illness is limited to Montreal. I have not seen. PWHL said medical assessment has determined symptoms are not consistent with hantavirus, which is good. People were worried about hantavirus being, obviously the outbreak on that Atlanta cruise. I don't know when it's going to take place, but probably within the next day or so. So hopefully it's just a one-off. But I saw that and I was like, oh crap, it's the bubble all over again. And obviously it's serious stuff. Because there's outbreaks now coming on. There's some in New Jersey. There's already been in New York, Staten Island. You have a bunch of stuff around here, but you see it more on a global scale once you do see games postponed because the wider audience, people now get freaked out about things. So we'll just obviously everybody just be smart, right? wear masks where possible. If you're feeling sick, just stay at home. Like, how hard is it to just understand that? And just be cautious and healthy. That's the last thing. Just quick on that one.
You know what? Leave it to the Simpsons to call something else.
Yeah.
As soon as they started talking about this thing, I just thought about that scene where Krusty was talking about the gum with the spider eggs and the hantavirus. Just came right out of left field.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does suck that this could be another pandemic and whatever.
Well, we can't go that far. We can't go. It's a totally different disease, and it's a known disease, not an unknown. Yeah, but it's a known disease, so there's experience with it already. So we won't even go down that. Let's not even go down that route.
All good. The Ori Community Award finalists were announced. You had Stephen Thompson, who's the co-founder of the Seattle Pride Hockey Association, Bill Tobias, who's the head of the Central Park North Stars, which is a kids program, and then Kendall Troutman, which is the founder and exec of 24 Degrees of Color, an organization that uses hockey to advance inclusion. So all finalists from the USA. We had the MVPs knocked out, and it did not include Mac and Celebrini, which I kind of figured. But it did have the three big names. You had McKinnon, McDavid, and Cooch. So all three very deserving. Listen, if Macklin was in it, I think Cooch is the odd man out. Just that's probably how it would have been. But all three are very deserving, and I don't think it's gonna be Cooch, but he had a ridiculous year. Schwem.
I think sneakily it could be him.
Yeah,
if they go by his stats compared to McDavid and McKinnon, his points per game higher. His point differential on his team is better. He's a winger. He's not a center, so he did all that on the wing. Not playing. These guys are centers. He did. What else did he do? He did. Was his points per game was the highest. He had less. I think he averaged less ice time than all of them. So he did everything that he did on less ice. So it was just like some crazy numbers like that. I don't know. I think sneakily he could get votes.
Yeah, I mean, you're not totally correct, Shrum. The highest points per game was Oliver Bonk. He had one game played for Philly. He had one game played for Philly and he had 2 points. So I'm just saying, it's 2 points per game. You were exactly second. Cooch was second.
You jackass.
Now, you said led the NHL. So I
did not say led the NHL. I said he was the highest of the three.
You're incorrect.
Get your Joel Quenneville jersey out of your ass.
Yeah, all three are obviously very deserving candidates.
They're all very deserving.
McKinnon with 53 tucks. McDavid with 90 assists, leads the league in points, and then obviously Cooch in the games played. He had 6 less games played than McDavid and 4 less games played than McKinnon, and all three were over 1.59, 1.68, and 1.71. So very, very impressive. No goaltenders this year because they all stunk, but it's pretty cool. What else do we got?
Think Celebrini's 4?
He would have to be.
And then who would be 5? Who would be the 5th person?
It's actually that's a really good question.
I don't know. You throw one of the defensemen in there, or I can't even think of a goalie.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put a goalie in the.
Do they ever announce the top 5, or is it something like?
I think they do.
Media would
put it out there. Yeah, later on they'll tell you because they do the points percentage. Yeah,
they'll show all the points.
You had Scheifele, Suzuki, Pasta, Netchus all had over 100 points.
Pasta.
But I can't see one of those.
Pasta had a pretty damn good season.
Yeah, I mean, but I can't see.
I'm not saying he's
29 goals. Yeah,
I don't know. Well, I'm just talking about 5th place here. It's not like
I mean, I don't think it'd be Bouchard.
Yeah. I'm still shocked that he wasn't even a top 3 on the friggin' Norris.
Yeah, that's
makes no sense.
You know what? I know who it was.
It's the highest.
It might be Werenski
defenseman, and
I know who
were
it
on
was.
Include him.
It was Mika Zibanejad.
Yeah, Mika. Mika had a quiet, almost 80 points.
That's it.
LVP.
It was either him or Matt Rempe, one of the two.
Rempe,
yeah,
yes.
Rempe of like 3 games played. Yeah. That's all I got.
It's
pretty not boring because
quiet
obviously
week.
the game's been fun, but yeah, quiet week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you have a series get end in a sweep, it was pretty much anticlimactic. You've got another series.
Did you see the goal, the game-winning goal?
Yeah, man. That was one of those things where I felt bad for Vladar too. I feel like he probably just took his eye off the puck for a split second, and it went up and over. Those, you hate them, especially to end a series with. You hate giving them up, but at the same time, like that's one of those things too, where that could be the motivator to do that much better next season. And I guarantee 99 out of 100, maybe 100 out of 100, he snags that puck. It just wasn't, and he was instantly pissed. You could tell.
Oh yeah, he was really, really upset, and he's probably going to be upset for a little bit. He's probably feeling like he let everybody down, letting up or like basically losing the series. He literally lost
losing the
series.
Yes,
to them. But like
but when you zoom out and you realize that the Flyers, that was the second overtime game in the series, so that was that series could have easily have been 2-2.
It could have been.
And his teammates didn't do enough to help him win a game. And what was shots were like 40 to something stupid like 15.
Yeah.
I think at the end of that game. So
I don't think a lot of people this year expected the Flyers to really do much. So the fact that they actually made it in the playoffs and won a round is pretty. I think that's a pretty successful season.
I think so too. As much as I hate to admit it,
I don't.
I was
like the Flyers, like everybody else, but
let's do this.
I was personally hoping for a Game 7 so I can cause some trouble down at Mudhen on Saturday night again.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's talk quickly about Philly, because obviously they're the first team out in the round of 4. Getting swept never looks well. Yeah, I'm sorry, four series. Getting swept 4-0 is never a great look, but they obviously beat Pittsburgh 4-2 in the opening series. They're a fun, young, exciting team. Porter Martone is going to be a real pain in the ass in the Metro for quite a while. I think the big thing right now they don't have any studs when you look at their team. There's not a guy that you look at and you're like, that guy can
we have no idea
for you.
What's going to happen.
So that's the thing. Mishkov and what's happened with him and the organization and how they're hold on to him, but just Mishkov and how the organization has kind of gone about him during the playoffs run. He had some healthy scratches, he was benched, but that's a guy that can possibly be that big scorer for you. And I think that I understand, Tockett's approach and, letting guys earn keep and back check and all this other stuff, but that's not Mishkov's game. So going into that, maybe put him with, 2 responsible line mates, but let him fly, right? That's the whole reason you have this kid, and to maybe get him to be better. I think that can come back to bite them in the ass. If he wants to get out of there because they're doing this to him in the playoffs, that's not a great, you want him to do well. But yeah, to Shorts guy, to Zegras' point, and you guys can opine on Mishkov and Zegras real fast. Zegras has done awesome since coming from Anaheim. They got a real, player, first, second line center, and someone they're going to have to pay in the offseason, him and Drysdale. But he's been awesome.
Is he an RFA?
Yeah, but I think they're going to have to probably give him a pretty sizable deal.
Let's see.
I don't know what he is.
Looking up.
They're both.
I'm pretty sure
looking
he's
at him right now.
going into this year
Yeah,
or this all season.
Yeah, they're definitely restricted because they weren't on. They'd be number one on the.
Yeah, probably.
RFA. Yeah, he's an RFA right now. Arbitration eligible. He's got 5.7 now. Ah, hell. I'll let the Devil should offer sheet him.
Yeah.
Screw it.
I want to see some more offer sheets.
67 points.
You know what? Sonny Meta should just offer sheet Trevor Zegras. Bring him to Jersey.
Well, that's why I don't. If you. So the big RFAs this year. Let's do this a little bit. Then I actually wanted to go quickly over the in-season cup. RFA 2026 NHL off season.
One more while you're looking that up. One more thing, Michkov. Maybe I kind of feel like maybe he doesn't really buy into the whole team first mentality or something like that. I don't know. It seems like he's because people are talking about how like he came into camp kind of like out of shape. That's kind of like a selfish thing. If that's true, I don't know if any of this is true or not. That's kind of like a selfish thing and not like really helping your team out. The way he kind of plays and shit that he says and does comes off like a little selfish, but he's like a really talented player, but I think he needs to maybe like learn the team aspect maybe a little bit more. Maybe that would help. I don't know.
Unfortunately, sometimes you get guys that are like him that are just so talented that they haven't really had to do much prior to this, and they've never learned how to be in that profession.
I don't think he's used to like having any adversity. He's always been really good and been successful, and now he's coming over here and trying to.
And if guess what,
trying to emulate that here. He could be really good. He could be a game breaker for that team, big time.
He could be, but if he does not want to. If he doesn't want to do all the hard work, then he's going to find himself probably in the KHL.
Yeah, or traded, and then who knows? I don't know. I think they need to figure something out with him and to make him want to stay there and try to get him to be better and so they can utilize him better. But anyway, go ahead.
So, I mean, the offer sheets you'd have to give somebody over $4 million to really have them be enticed. But so 4.6 to 7 is a first and a third. 7 to 9.3 is a first, second, and third. 9.3 to 11.7 is 2 firsts, a second, and a third, and then 11.7 and above is 4 first-round picks.
No, we're not going to give him 11.7, but
that's never going to happen.
Offer sheet him 6.5.
So 6.5.
6.5.
But they're definitely. It's a first and a third. It's a first and a third.
Okay.
It's so minuscule. The team would have to sign that. So like you're just getting tied up in it. But this goes back to my thing with Steven. Like Connor Bedard is a 21-year-old budding superstar. Offer him $20 million a year, and pay the 4 firsts. I know it's a lot. It's 4 first-round picks, but like. You're hoping that any of the firsts turns into this guy, let alone, and you're also hoping to be a contender too. So they're, justifiably thought of as late round firsts, where, usually out of the top 10, it's tough.
$20 million.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Why wouldn't Pittsburgh do that? Why wouldn't Pittsburgh, the Rangers, there's a bunch of teams that should think about that. Especially, we can't draft in the first round anyway. We suck at it. So why not get a sure thing?
Yep. And as a player that's still developing, there's still plenty of time for your organization to ruin him.
Oh, I'm sure. Jason Robertson is 27, so maybe a little later. But Leo Carlsson, give him the bank, and you hope that you want one of those picks to turn to Leo Carlsson. It's the mystery box or a boat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mystery box could be anything. Could even be a boat.
Could be a box. We could even be a boat. You know how we've always wanted one of those. And say you get these 3 or 4 round, 3 or 4 whatever it is, first round picks. What if they're all like late first round picks? They're not even like top.
That's what I'm saying.
Top 5.
You're expected to be a contender.
He might not. They might not even be worth it.
Yeah, Carlson was a point per game player this year. 67 points in 70 games. Just about that. He's a budding, really good young player. Cutter Gauthier just had 41 goals, and he's an RFA. Like You don't want the guaranteed 40 tucks a year to. I just.
And
I don't
no way
understand the non-offer sheet.
Would turn down, like, if somebody threw $20 million at them, there's no way these kids would be like, I don't know. Like, they would, absolutely. They would not care if they're playing in friggin' Guam for the Guam.
No.
Sugar
Pandas,
Pavel Dorofeyev.
This is another one. Pavel Dorofeyev, right, is back-to-back 30-goal seasons. He's making $1.8 million. That team is cash-strapped. So give them, if you don't want to pay the 4 firsts, and if you can do a first, a second, and a third, give them 9.361, right, just below that 2 first-round threshold, so that you have to make these teams juggle their cap around to make something work. Like it does nothing. Teams with cap space, it's so dumb that they don't utilize this.
That's why I love when Armstrong did that at St. Louis. He did that because he knew Edmonton was completely strapped.
Was screwed.
And we're not going to be able to sign. I thought they would sign or match at least one of them. And the idiot didn't match either of them for some reason. And look, they've turned into good. I thought they were good players before, especially Broberg. I thought he was a good young defenseman that they could really use. And
exactly the one thing they need most of is defense.
That's the one guy I thought they're like, okay, they'll match that, and maybe they have to bite the bullet with who the hell was the other guy? Was it Holloway?
Dylan Holloway.
Yeah. And they don't match either of them. And good, F you, Edmonton. And that's why I feel bad. It sucks now that Armstrong's retiring. Nobody's gonna do this shit anymore. He was the only one that was. Yeah. Not only one, he did 2. It was fantastic. I don't know. We need more guys.
And that's and we hope for that every year, and we don't get it. So maybe this season.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
you've got. Listen, I'm gonna throw it out there. I was gonna say, Sonny's. This is Sonny's first go around. Maybe he wants to jump in with all 2 feet and say, "Yeah, screw you, Philly."
But do you think maybe if a guy does that, other GMs around the league don't want to deal with him then because he's gonna try to. It's gonna be hard to make deals with other teams because he has this asterisk next to his name because he offer sheeted to screw this team over. Not screw teams over, but take advantage, I guess. I don't know. I say who cares? You want to make your team the best they can possibly be.
Yeah.
Better. Why not? You don't care.
You know what you're gonna have to.
You're the Devils. You don't care about the Knights or whatever friggin' team out there if you can offer sheet somebody away from that team.
So here's what you would kind of have to do. You would have to get your own house in order before you do the offer sheet. So for example, if Sonny was going to do that, he would have to take care of whatever he wants to do with a player like Dougie Hamilton. If you're going to move him or not. Try to move. Who else are we going to move? I can't even think of this anymore. But take care of that stuff first, and then you do your offer sheet.
Rumored to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mercer could be a.
He was in
Mercer
a trade,
could
but
be a.
It got nixed by whoever.
Yeah,
I forget who.
Yeah, I mean, Mercer could be a piece that you send.
Yeah,
but really at this point, Dougie Hamilton would be the one player that you would want to potentially move before you offer sheet. This way that you just have that taken care of, and then you just kind of stick it to the Flyers because why not? I think it also breeds animosity within the division, and I think animosity within the division is great because if you think about it, the Penguins GM might be all for it. You may wind up being the favorite of the division if you screw one of the divisional teams. You know what I mean? Especially in a division like the Metro where everyone's so close.
So the St. Louis Blues pick that went to Edmonton was then traded by Edmonton to Boston Bruins for Peter Hauser and Max Jones. No, and then they got a 3rd round pick. So they traded a 2nd round pick for 2 schmucks.
Okay.
And then they traded they used the 3rd round pick on they used the 3rd round pick on a player. Pick here we go. So,
Joe Schmo. Nobody's ever heard of him.
Joe.
Probably not.
Schmo.
Tommy Lafreniere.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So here's
He's gonna make
here's
sure
what
his last name's Lafreniere. He sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's it.
Let's
So
not Tampa.
here's the other. Here's this is the one that I forgot. Here's the other piece. Sonny Meta has to wrap up whatever he's going to do with Nemec, who is also an RFA. He's the only
he is.
really valuable RFA.
Yeah. Got to sign him.
Yeah, Griciuk to a degree as well, but I don't think Griciuk would gather that much, would garner as much possible interest as Nemec. You kind of quietly take care of your business, and then you pounce.
Yeah,
I'm all for
there's
it.
some really good RFAs. Robertson, Zagris, Bedard, Nemec, Carlson, Michelli,
This could
Doc,
be the year.
Especially
Perfetti,
with
Fantilli.
the cap going up $8 million or whatever else going up.
Barrett Hayton, Jimmy Drysdale, Stillinger, Braden Schneider, Igor Chinikov, McMichael, Korchinski, Cutter Gauthier, Pavel Dorofeyev, Nick Robertson, if you want, Simon Edvinson from obviously Detroit, Brant Clark, Tomasino, Minchikov from Anaheim, Jack Drury is pretty decent, Zach Benson, Jordan Spence. There's some really good.
A lot of good role players there too that you could try to pry away.
Zach Bolduc, Arbor Jacki, if you like that, Peyton Krebs, Lucas Reichel. This is all pieces that you should be going after if you are a team that wants to compete, because
I don't know.
You can hamstring a team. So. Yeah, I want it. Yeah. I want it so badly.
I'm all for it.
I didn't realize Line was 28 years old. For some reason, in my mind, he's like almost 40.
35. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's been.
He started as an 18-year-old.
Yeah. Through the ring.
He looks like he looks 45.
Yeah, because his hair
is.
Because
you know what though?
Gone.
This really could be the season that we see something with an RFA, because when you look at the UFA list,
yeah, it's terrible.
The UFA list is old. It's not until you get down to Bobby McMahon Rasmus Anderson is the first one on the list that I'm looking at Puckpedia of a UFA that's under 30.
When Darren Rush is like one of the top UFA gets of the summer.
Yeah, no bueno.
It's not a good class.
Oh my gosh.
If I was a contender, I'd sign Line to a 1-year deal. Just putting him like $1 million or so. See if you can rekindle any magic.
Cheap deal.
Yeah.
If you just freaking stay healthy, you can't stay on the damn ice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how he's supposed to ever have a chance to improve when he can't play.
Yeah, when you look at this draft.
Thanks.
When you look at this list on Puckpedia of the UFAs,
oh, it's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible.
It's not until you get down to the 41st at Logan Stanley, who is the youngest. The top 40 are all. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed someone else, but jeez, it's an old UFA class. This could very well be the summer where this could be the summer of offer sheets.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
This could be
no signings, just offer sheets and trades.
Yep.
Nobody gets signed. There's no free agent signings.
Yep.
That
no
2016 draft.
Just take care of business.
Oh, we actually didn't talk about this. That 2016 draft. Do you know who the number 1 pick was?
2016. Who the hell was that?
Second round pick. Second overall pick was Line. So that should
first
help you.
Was who the hell was first?
No idea.
Captain of a Toronto team.
Oh, Matthews. Yeah,
Matthews first.
New Jersey
so that
Devils,
was the last
Austin
time. That was the last time that the Toronto Maple Leafs did not make the playoffs.
Yeah, they won the lottery then too.
They won the lottery, so it makes only sense that they don't make the playoffs this year and they win the lottery again, because let's help Toronto.
Toronto.
That was a pretty good draft, 2016 though. Matthews, Tkachuk, Keller, DeBrincat, Bratt, Dubois, Fox, Line, Tage Thompson, Jordan Kyrou, Hagel, Sergachev, McAvoy, Chikrin, Roenick. Some pretty good players there. Brett Howden, that mother effer.
Former Tampa Bay.
Yeah. That draft made me so pissed that they end San Jose jump. Like, and it's not because the Rangers dropped down to 5, because they're still going to get a good player, but you can't tell me that it's not rigged when a Toronto team that just misses the playoffs gets the goddamn number 1 pick. And knowing that if they didn't jump up, they would have lost their pick to Boston. Like, that is the biggest load of horse shit.
Right?
And you can't tell me it's not fixed.
Did you watch the draft live or no?
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
When I was watching it live.
It's the most convoluted way to watch a draft, too.
And I don't understand how they're coming
throw
up
the balls in a
thing,
thing, jumble them up, and the first one that comes up is the number 1 pick.
It made no sense.
Like,
and then when they were doing the draft for the second pick, who gets the second pick when San Jose won it, they still had Toronto's percentage of winning the second pick on there. I'm like,
it made
no
no
sense.
sense.
0 sense. They just won the friggin' draft.
Yeah.
How are
and they don't have another pick. So it's so
it made no sense.
I hate
and they're like
NHL.
trying to explain it. I'm like, this makes 0 sense. If the team that just won the draft, how do they still have a percentage chance to get the second pick? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, and it's so stupid. They're like, they're making it like look all official with everything with a stupid ass countdown and I don't know.
It's just a way to sell advertising.
Yeah. But of course, friggin' Toronto wins it. But I guess it could have been worse. It could have been Chicago.
Yep, that's okay. Well, future New Jersey Devil Austin Matthews will now have to come. We'll trade the 12th pick to them for that.
They're gonna blow this pick. They're gonna mess it up big time because Chaika's a grifter. He's gonna do something.
They might not take McKenna. There's actually a lot of thought.
There is a lot of talk about that.
That's
Chaz
music to San Jose's ears, because I think if McKenna gets passed up and he falls in their lap for number 2, they'll be thrilled with that.
No, I honestly like number 2.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I think he's like ready to go, Stenberg.
Yeah.
What are the chances that Corey Perry signs wherever McKenna is drafted?
As long as he doesn't sign in Tampa, I could give 2 shits. Sign anywhere else in the world or the NHL.
San Jose.
Not Tampa, for the love of God, please.
What are you going to do if Tampa signs a 2-year deal?
Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. If they re-sign him,
Corey Perry jersey.
Jesus Christ, I don't know. Like, what can I do other than write a letter? I don't know. I would have to do something.
I was going to say that San Jose really wants one of the defensemen, and I could see them, getting
maybe they trade
on him. Yeah. Trade with the Rangers. Drop down to 5. Give us the number 2. I'll be very happy. We'll give you Schneider too. Yeah.
So you can ruin another young player's career.
Yeah. I like ruining careers. It's what I like to do best. All right, let's get out of here.
How shall I rate this?
Hopefully, it's going to continue to be a good, hockey week with having not to watch Carolina, but the rest of these, series kind of make it a little more interesting.
I'm gonna make a effort to try to watch the Buffalo Montreal tomorrow, because I don't think I haven't watched enough of that series. Plus, I want to see the crowd and everything.
Another game I cannot. I've got a hockey game at 7 tomorrow.
Mine's at 10.
I'll watch it for you.
You're playing. You're playing the Bone Storm tomorrow at 10.
We are.
Oh,
not going to that game.
Direct competition.
This guy.
Mm-hmm. This guy.
I don't want you going easy on each other because we're friends. I want you fighting for
my
Schwimm's love.
Beverage is a .25. This is one of the worst things of all time. Mom water. What an ass.
I'll go 3.75. Why not? Cool. Shh.
I love my yellow flashing lights and can't wait to kick the keg so I can get some new ones in and get the bar done. So yeah,
I'm excited for that too. I can't imagine how excited
Hopefully
you are.
For the
I'm
draft.
excited for that too.
Hopefully for the draft.
Schwim.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Take her home.
I'm going with my old favorite. I hate Corey Perry. I hate my life. I'm going to bed.
I love Corey Perry.